Remember the time early in the year when the Pirates were good? When they knew how to win and the way they made fans think that this could go all year as they climb out of their rebuild and start winning and continue winning? I remember it. Pirates fans remember it, but it is long gone. The Pirates are awful in 2023, and their farm system is still very talented, right? With a lot of top guys in there like infield prospect Tamar Johnson or number 1 overall pick Paul Skeens. But a lot of their guys have been called up already, and they're all failing. So why are they failing? What happened? Well, I'm going to go into a deep analysis of why this Pirates team has failed and will continue to fail. Going into the season, Pirates fans knew that this team wasn't nearly as brutal as previous years. Still, though, you have to be cautious when a Pirates fan, because at the same time, if you think that they're going to be good, they will give you a very rude awakening. They opened the season hot. They were 20-8, and Pittsburgh baseball was fun again. Fans were filling PNC Park, and they were having fun. Fans didn't just show up on only Dollar Dog Night. They showed up every night for this span. But just like every team, the team slowed down, right? O'Neal Cruz got hurt, and things were just bad. The hype was gone, and very quickly the Pirates went from 20-8 to losing their next 7 games. They were outscored in that stretch 44-9. That's in the amount of runs that they had. And it was pathetic. This is where we get into the worst manager in all of baseball, Derek Shelton. Before anyone says, like, how they did my Diamondbacks video, that he has also managed a team at a very high level, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, he managed a team that was hitting, pitching, and doing it all. I could have managed that team and made them good. So he was able to just sit back. And by the way, he also got an extension out of this run, so keep that in mind. Yeah, how's the extension looking now, GM Ben Cherington? How is that looking now? Well, any Pirates fan could tell you, it's looking pathetic. Baseball is a marathon, not just a sprint. Whether you're a fan of the game for a very long time or whether you're a new fan, I feel like everyone could tell you that baseball's a marathon, not a sprint. Well, in that span, of course, they were winning in that sprint. There's a lot of bad coming with it right now, and that is the marathon side of it. More than any position on the baseball field, your arms are your most important, your most valued. As far as, of course, your job to manage, they are your most valued, and you have to do it properly. If you don't manage your pitchers properly, you will see failures, and many of them. Shelton has learned this many times throughout the season. You know, bullpen arms like Dory Moreta being a victim of this. He went from April 26th all the way to June 10th without allowing an earned run. Unbelievable stuff from an arm. And then what happened? Well, the velo goes down, and he's just not the same pitcher. Right now is a 4 ERA, and by no means should it actually be that high. You know, this is just the example of spamming the same relievers every single game. Or even closer, David Bednar, one of the best in the whole league, with some of the nastiest stuff coming from a closing pitcher. I understand, you know, wanting to win. Wanting to win is the most important thing in baseball. Winning, of course, the most important thing in baseball. Wanting to have your players out there, your best players, I get it. But in situations that David Bednar absolutely doesn't have to come into, why are we playing him? What are we doing, Shelton? Why is David Bednar out there nearly every single game? He had a massive span with no runs given up, as you could see. But unfortunately, it came to an end. And he, of course, has multiple blown saves in August. And yeah, I get it. You're bound to blow games as a closer. You're bound to have bad games. But what we do know, nearly every single game, David Bednar pitches. I mean, he's not God. He's not Jesus Christ. He can't pitch every single day. Yet Shelton still throws him out anyway. Or we could go ahead and talk about the starting pitcher's dead arms, right? Mitch Keller. Yeah, the ace on the team right now. The future ace, of course. I mean, yeah, a dead arm right now. He was one of the best pitchers in the entire league in the first half. Looking at him in the second half, look at how pathetic that his stats have been. What is the culprit? Another dead arm, yet again managed by Derek Shelton. And I mean, it has been constant throughout his tenure with the Pittsburgh Pirates, is the injuries, is the dead arms. Look at Will Crowe, even, from a few seasons ago, when he was actually pitching at a decent level. Yeah, he also got a ton of innings from Derek Shelton, which ended up resulting in Crowe's arm being dead, and he was never the same player again. And I understand, you know, you can't always blame the manager for injuries, right? It is on these players for not maybe rehabbing correctly, or maybe it's even on the trainers, or this and that and the third, or, maybe it's even just bad luck, right? What can you do about it? Well, you could say that, until you just pitch them to death, like what Shelton has been doing. Looking past all of that, let's go ahead and look at the MLB development, which, of course, how has Shelton played a role in this? Well, he's the manager of the Major League Ball Club. Top prospects are being called up and are failing. Like Henry Davis, #1 overall pick with a bat that I like a lot, that Pirates fans like a lot. But of course, it isn't just the bat that you like about Davis. You love the defense, but you know what? The defense has been awful. And why is that? Derek Shelton. Shelton and GM Ben Cherington, I should more so specify, but they made the move to put Henry Davis, a catcher, into right field, which makes no sense. He's not an outfielder, and he can't make routine outfield plays. He is a catcher. Why not have a duo of Davis and Endy? Why? I mean, I truly don't understand it. Shit, even move Davis into first base if you have to. I mean, why is Davis in the outfield? Pirates fans will tell you, Davis has a great arm and great defense behind the plate. There is zero reason why he should be in the outfield rather than the catching spot, right? Or we could go ahead and move into top pitching prospect Quinn Priester, highly regarded player who has also been a dumpster fire this season. Again, not all the blame should go on Shelton, and I'm not saying that it should. All I'm saying is he's a big reason on why this team has failed. As the big league coach, he should be able to have a good part in these players' developments. It hasn't happened. Priester looks lost, and I'm sure the management has been zero help for him at all. Go ask Rowanzi Contreras about this management. Go ask him about Derek Shelton, because he had a 6.59 ERA with the big league club in 2023. And you guys remember Rowanzi, right? In 2022, this guy was regarded as one of the top pitching prospects in the entire MLB with a 3.79 ERA, and 2022, of course, as a starter. But in 2023, it just all failed, and it comes down to, again, dead arms and failing to develop players. Yes, guys, these players create their own destinies, and it's up to them. But when people around you are setting you up for failure, sometimes you're just going to fail because of them, because of these guys not helping you. That's been the case with Derek Shelton. He has not been able to develop prospects, and there's so many more, by the way, that I could go ahead and talk about, right? I could go on for days. There's a plethora of other players that are also being failed by Derek Shelton and Ben Cherington right now. But I think you guys get the gist of the 2023 Pirates. A team that has failed, with a failed management and all around have been pathetic. A team that has one of the worst managers in baseball, Derek Shelton. I hope you guys have enjoyed. Subscribe if you haven't already, and peace out.